What if I told you your body burns visceral fat every single night while you sleep? No gym, no dieting. The mechanism is already built into you, but almost everything you do before bed is shutting it down completely. And the frustrating part is none of it feels like a mistake. You wake up early, you train hard, you eat clean all day. But then night comes. A snack here, a bite there. Phone in hand until midnight. Bed at 1 a.m. stressed and wired. And every morning the belly looks exactly the same. Nothing moved, nothing changed. And you can't figure out why. Here's why. It's not your diet. It's not your workout. It's what's happening to your hormones at night. And until you fix that, visceral fat isn't going anywhere. Your body needs 3 things to burn visceral fat overnight. Insulin needs to be low, cortisol needs to come down, and growth hormone needs to rise during deep sleep. When all 3 align, your body runs a fat-burning shift for 6 to 8 hours straight, every single night, while you do absolutely nothing. But when even one of those is off, the whole process shuts down. Right now, all 3 are off. Let's start with insulin. Every time you eat, insulin rises. That's normal. That's its job. But when you're still eating at 9-10 p.m., insulin is still elevated by the time you fall asleep. And when insulin is high going into sleep, your body is in storage mode. Visceral fat cannot be mobilized in storage mode. It locks in place. It doesn't matter how clean you ate all day. Those last few hours before bed are what decide whether your body burns or stores overnight. The handful of nuts at 9 p.m., the protein bar because it fits your macros, the spoonful of peanut butter, the glass of wine to relax. None of it feels like a problem. All of it is keeping insulin elevated. And here's the thing. Most of the time, it's not even hunger driving it. It's habit. It's boredom. It's reward after a long day. It's stress looking for an outlet. The body isn't asking for food. The mind is looking for comfort. And every night that pattern plays out, that fat-burning window closes before it even opens. Then there's cortisol. Most people think cortisol is just about stress, but cortisol stays elevated from things that don't even feel stressful. Scrolling through your phone, bright lights at 10 p.m., intense shows, work emails before bed. Your brain reads all of it as stimulation. Cortisol stays running, and elevated cortisol at night isn't just a stress response. It's a direct signal to your body to accumulate visceral fat, not surface fat. The deep, dangerous fat specifically. Cortisol protects it, builds it, locks it in place. And most people are keeping cortisol high every single night without realizing it. Nothing about scrolling or watching TV feels like a stress response. But your hormones don't care what it feels like. They respond to the stimulus regardless. And because insulin is high and cortisol is elevated, the third hormone never gets a chance. Growth hormone. This is the one almost nobody talks about. During deep sleep, your body releases powerful pulses of growth hormone. This is what actually reaches visceral fat and burns it for energy overnight. But growth hormone gets completely suppressed when insulin and cortisol are both elevated. The signal never fires strongly enough. So that entire overnight fat-burning shift never happens. The window opens. Nothing gets burned, it closes. And you wake up exactly the same. This is why visceral fat is so stubborn. Your body can burn it. It wants to burn it. But every night you're creating the exact hormonal environment that protects it instead. You're not failing because you're lazy. You're failing because nobody told you what was actually happening at night. So here's what you do instead. The first thing is stopping eating 3 hours before bed. If you sleep at 11 p.m., last meal by 8 p.m. After that, nothing with calories. Water is fine. Herbal tea is fine. Everything else spikes insulin. When you stop eating, insulin naturally starts falling. 3 hours is enough time for it to drop low before sleep begins. That's when the door to visceral fat finally opens. This one change alone is more powerful than most people realize. Because most people have never actually given their insulin enough time to drop before sleep. Not once. They've been unknowingly blocking the process every single night for years. The last meal matters too. Build it around protein and healthy fats. Keep the fast-digesting carbs low at night. Not because carbs are bad, because fast carbs spike insulin hard and keep it elevated longer. Protein and fats keep insulin lower and let it fall faster going into the night. Eat enough to feel satisfied. Make it a meal you actually enjoy. Then close the kitchen for good. The first few nights will feel strange. The habit of reaching for something after dinner runs deep. You'll go to the kitchen out of pure routine. You'll feel like you need something even when you're not hungry. That's not your body asking for food. That's the pattern. Push through it. Within a few days, it fades. And what replaces it is something most people haven't felt in a long time: control. The second thing is shutting cortisol down before bed. 1 hour before sleep, screens off, lights dimmed. Nothing stimulating, no news, no intense content, no work, no conversations that wind you up. Your nervous system needs a clear signal that the day is over. When it gets that signal, cortisol starts dropping. And when cortisol drops, your body can finally shift into recovery mode. Recovery mode is exactly where visceral fat gets targeted. After your last meal, take a 10 to 15-minute walk. This one thing does more than most people expect. It drops blood sugar faster, it brings insulin down quicker, it lowers cortisol, and it tells your body the eating window is closed and the wind down has begun. 10 minutes, after dinner, every single night. No equipment, no effort, just walk. The third thing is protecting your deep sleep, because growth hormone releases specifically during deep sleep, not light sleep. Deep sleep. Most people are getting hours of sleep, but not enough of the deep restorative kind where growth hormone actually fires. Take magnesium before bed. It supports relaxation and pushes you into deeper sleep cycles. Keep your bedroom cool. Cold temperatures drive your body into deeper sleep stages. Make the room completely dark. Light disrupts melatonin, and melatonin is what pulls you into the deep sleep where growth hormone does its work. Even small amounts of light coming in can blunt the entire process. Blackout curtains, phone face down, every light source covered. When you stack all three of these together, something shifts. Insulin is low, cortisol is down. Deep sleep begins, growth hormone pulses, and now your body finally has the environment it needs to reach visceral fat and burn it through the night. 6 to 8 hours, every single night, without any extra effort from you. Think of it like this. Your body runs a specialized overnight shift every single night dedicated to burning visceral fat. But every time you eat late, stay on your phone until midnight. Go to bed wired and stressed, you're shutting that shift down before it can do anything. When you stop doing that, when you finally let the shift run the way it was designed, your body moves fast. Because it's been trying to do this for years, you were just getting in the way. And here's what happens when you stay consistent. The first few days you notice better sleep. Deeper, more restful. You wake up less groggy. Then the morning bloating starts to decrease. The midsection feels tighter. The scale starts moving. Not because you added more effort to your day, because you stopped disrupting what your body was already trying to do at night. Most people who have been stuck for months start seeing movement within 2 weeks. Not magic, just biology finally working the way it was designed. Most people spend years fighting visceral fat with more effort, more cardio, stricter diets, harder workouts, and they make some progress on the surface. But visceral fat barely moves because the nights never changed. The days got harder, the nights stayed exactly the same. And the nights are where visceral fat is decided. Tonight you can change that. Pick your bedtime, count back 3 hours, finish eating by then. Make that last meal protein-focused and satisfying. Take a short walk after dinner. Dim the lights. Cut the screens an hour before bed. Take your magnesium. Keep the room cool and dark. Then sleep. Tomorrow morning, pay attention. Not just the scale. Your energy levels, your digestion, the way your midsection feels, the way you feel waking up. A lot of people notice shifts faster than they expect. Not because this is magic, but because they were unknowingly blocking this process every single night for years. And when you finally stop blocking it, your body moves quickly. The most powerful fat-burning window of your entire day isn't at the gym. It isn't in your meal prep. It's happening while you sleep. You just have to stop getting in the way. Now, if this gave you something new to think about, save it. You'll want to come back to this.